First things first. Here, we have Kurogunk. But to tell the truth, I don't have any idea what that Pokemon's up to. He always seems to be fiddling with that big cauldron back there. It's all a mystery to me, yup. Over this way is Mess Hall. And that way is the crew rooms. This is the Guildmaster's chamber. Next, I'll guide you both around. Please outside the guild. Welcome to Treasure Town. Get used to seeing this place a lot, because this is going to feed into the standard loop. This is the main square for the local Pokemon. It's called Treasure Town. Oh, I can tell you about Treasure Town, too. That's Duskull Bank. We could save our money there. That is Electivire Link Shop. You could do things like link moves together, but it seems Electivire isn't in today. Next, Kecleon Mart. You can buy and sell items there. And there's Kangaskhan Storage. Items stored there will never be lost. If you have precious items that you can't afford to lose, store them here before you go on an adventure. Those are the basic places. The places the exploration teams visit. I guess that about covers it. You sure know a lot, yes sirree. And that's good to know. Alright then, come find me when you're ready to go. I'll give you a helping hand with selecting the right outlaw. Thanks. How kind of you, Bidoof. Golly, you're embarrassing me. I'll be waiting at the guild's underground floor for you. Let's go. I'd like to see what kinds of items are available. Before we head back, a visit to Kecleon Mart is a must. There are a couple other shops here, like Marowak's Dojo and Chansey's shop here, the egg shop here, which we'll get to eventually. For now, though, pretend they don't exist. At that, Zatu's shop here. Also, don't pay attention to it. Now to store some items. Let's store the special band, these rocks. Store one Oranberry, the Big Apple too. Because more often than not, we can find what we need in a dungeon. Well, food-wise, rather. Store Blast Seed. Store those. And Heal Seed. The general rule of thumb that I tend to follow when going dungeoneering is keep half of your bag empty. That way, in the case that you can find the items that you need in a dungeon, you can take them with you and pretend like you just bought them or whatnot. Kecleon Mart. You're going to be visiting this place a lot, because they're going to have a lot of items that you can buy or sell. Some of the bigger items include not just gummies, but also the Reviver Seed. Reviver Seeds are interesting items in that... Okay, in the standard Pokemon game, you would use these to revive a Pokemon mid-battle, and they would use up your turn in order to use it. Here, however, they automatically activate and revive you whenever a Pokemon runs out of HP. If you run out of Reviver Seeds and your main party members die, that's it. You get warped out of the dungeon, and it's a failure of a day. Carry Reviver Seeds with you at all times. If possible, try to carry at least one with you. Stun Seed petrifies a Pokemon, and the Violet Seed maximizes the Pokemon's attack and special attack, but I believe it also reduces their defenses to 1. Never mind. So it's a straight 5 stages to their stats. Fairly good item. Mr. Kecleon! Ah, little Meryl and Azurill. Welcome, my young friends. Hello, may I buy an apple? Oh, most certainly. Da-dung. Thank you, Mr. Kecleon. No, thank you, my young friends. You're to be admired. See, those delightful children are brothers. Lately, their poor mother has fallen sick, so the youngsters come and do the shopping for her. It's quite remarkable. Though very young, they stepped up and taken charge. Mistress Kecleon! Oh, what's the hurry? What makes you return in such a rush? There was an extra apple. You didn't pay for this. Oh, that, young friends, is a gift from me and my brother. Please, share it amongst yourselves, and enjoy. Really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Kecleon, Mr. Kecleon. Oh, not to worry, my friends. Do take care on your way home. I got it. We're sorry to bother you. Thank you so much. What was... Am I dizzy? Or am I... What was that? I'm sure I heard a shout for help just now. Did that shout come from you? Is something the matter? Hey, Azurill! What's going on? Hurry home! Yup, I'm coming. Wait up! Are you alright? Yeah. We're done with our shopping. Let's go look for an item we lost. Let's get going. I'm coming. Those little guys are cute. What's wrong, Casey? Did I hear a shout for help? No, I didn't hear anything like that. Say, Kecleon brothers, did you hear anything just a moment ago? No, nothing out of the ordinary. I didn't hear anything odd either. The Kecleon brothers didn't hear anything. Maybe you just imagined it. No, I'm positive I didn't. I heard it. That shout. That was Azurill. Are you daydreaming? Let's hurry. So that story segment out of the way. Left shop takes care of commodities and consumables. The right shop, however, is going to be one that you visit rarely, but is just as important. These are items that we've yet to encounter yet, but I figure we should go over them now, just in case. TMs. TMs are items that you could use to learn a move, and then after you've used it once, it becomes blank, and you could throw it at a target for tiny damage. Otherwise, Orbs. Orbs are single-use consumables that have a drastic effect in an area or otherwise something that Pokemon normally can't do. So in this case, causes the floor to hail. Or warps enemies in a room to random areas in the dungeon. The Spurn Orb especially is going to be pretty useful to carry with you for general dungeoneering practices. We don't need it. Well, I don't need it for now. Sai, what are they up to? Thank you. Please, it's nothing. What's happening? Oh, hi. Some time ago we lost an item that's pretty important to us. We've been looking all over, but we haven't found it yet. Then Mr. Drowsy comes along and says he may have seen it. He even offered to help us look for it. We're happy about this. Is that right? How nice of you. Thank you, Mr. Drowsy. Please. I'd have to have a cold heart to ignore kids in need. I can't turn a blind eye. Let's be on our way to begin our search. Yep. Ah. Oh, excuse me. What is this? Well, that Drowsy's nice. Gotta admire that. With more bad Pokemon around, it's hard to do good deeds. It's happening again. Another dizzy spell. you keep being difficult, it will mean big trouble for you.
Help!
What was that? It'd be nice if those cute little guys found their item. Is something the matter? Why are you looking so grim? You want to tell me something? You had a dizzy spell? Then saw Azurill being threatened by Drowsy. So you want to go rescue them? It's an emergency? What you described does sound like an emergency, but... Well, it's not like I don't trust you, but... It's a little hard to believe. I mean, Drowsy seemed to be a nice Pokemon, didn't he? I saw the three of them go off together. They looked like they were having a good time. Maybe you're just tired. Maybe that's why you had that bad daydream. Was that it? A bad daydream? But come to think of it, Drowsy didn't seem like a bad Pokemon. Anyway, we're only apprentices. We can't just go off on our own. Sure, it's odd, but we have to focus on our guild work. Let's get settled for exploring, then meet with Bidoof. He should be waiting on the guild's upper floor. Let's go. Last thing to take care of, storing our money. Exploring the next dungeon will be the last thing we do for today. Huh? You folks all set and ready to do some exploring? Oh yes sirree. Reckon you all are ready. Let's pick ourselves a lawbreaker for you to find. Well, you got your pick of these sorry bunch of characters. Let's see, ahem. As your mentor, how about I do the choosing? Don't pick anyone scary. Yes sirree, I hear ya. Let's see, eeny meeny. Stand clear. Updating listings. What's that? What's happening? Oh, data's getting updated. Updated? Did you see that? The panel flipped over. What's going on? The outline notice board and job bulletin boards are set on revolving panels. While the panels flipped over, a Pokemon named Dugtrio swaps out the old jobs with new ones. Dugtrio? Updating data is Dugtrio's duty. He tunnels his way to our guild. Boop. Then he flips the panel and updates the data. This duty doesn't get noticed much, but it's very important. Yep. Doesn't get noticed much, and yet it just happened to Team Tasty over there. That's why Dugtrio takes such great pride in the duty he does. Oh, is that so? Update completed. Stand clear. Oh, looks like he's done. Boop. Yes sirree, data's updated. List of outlaws has been refreshed, so let's pick one. What's ailing you? Why are you shivering like that? It's not cold here, after all. Casey, I don't think you were lying. It's Drowsy. He's a wanted criminal. We have to hurry. Azurill will be in trouble. What's going on? Where are you two off to? Meryl's over there. What's the matter? Where are Azurill and Drowsy? Yeah, about them. After we all left, we went looking for our lost item. But I wound up all alone when Mr. Drowsy went somewhere with Azurill. I called and called, but they didn't come back. I got scared. Which way did they go? That way. So you think Drowsy and Azurill went off in this direction? Yes. Yes. I can't believe it. two you saw in your dream, you said you saw them in a mountainous place, right? They might be up ahead. Let's get going. Mount Bristle. From here on out, the amount of Pokemon that we're going to be finding in dungeons are going to be increasing a little bit. Be careful about how you approach your battles. The last thing you want to do is get into a situation where you're overwhelmed. There we go. Take you out. Nothing this way. Ow. Let's switch that off. A helping hand too, just in case. And there we go. Floor is completely explored. There's not much else interesting. Let's keep going. Flail. And Saliana leveled up. I can't exactly handle you at this distance. Oh. Of course you have quick attack. Any and all moves in the game have their own different properties and gimmicking that you could do with them. Quick attack is an instance of a move that can attack up to 2 tiles away. It's invaluable for that reason. At that, the Transfer Orb transforms a Pokemon into another Pokemon. So if you're ever struggling with a specific opponent within a dungeon, you can mute them into another opponent, and hopefully they'll be a little easier. Of course, it goes off of the spawn tables of the specific dungeon you're within, so don't think that you can just mute, say, a Staravia into a Starly. Unless both of them are within the table for the dungeon, then it's impossible. Ah, great. Of course, another thing I should explain at some point. Speed. Normally in Pokemon, the speed stat is very important. It determines what Pokemon goes first in a battle. But since all Pokemon go simultaneously within a Mystery Dungeon game, speed operates a little differently. Instead, it operates a little like, increasing or decreasing your turn consumption. Having your speed lowered makes it so that the opponents can do more action, that all other Pokemon can deal more actions than you can at any point in time. If your speed has been dropped by 1 stage, then everyone else gets 2 actions for your 1. The opposite is also true, where if you hasten your Pokemon by 1 stage, your Pokemon gets 2 actions. It gets 2 actions for every 1 an opponent does. As a result, speed can only go as low as 2 stages down and as high as 2 stages up. This makes speed very important, if not more so, in this game than any other. And a Spinnerack. I could also explain another property of a move that we have. Ember. Some moves can cut corners like this. Ember is one of them. Scratch, however, isn't. And toss a rock. I said toss a rock. There we go. That should be everything we can do for now. Good. You are really taking a beating, Nidorina. Let's see what's over this way. Nothing. Yeah. Actually, while I'm at it, normalize my status before I consider fighting this Machop. Yep. The Salionica should be able to handle it. And good. Another level up. One more scratch. And back up so Salionica can help me with the Geodude. Good. I'm out of scratch? Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, as you can see right here, my basic melee attack also cannot wrap around corners. Smokescreen. Lame. Due to how Sheeran the Wanderer changes a lot of things for this particular formula of game, some moves do get tweaked, like Smokescreen here. Smokescreen would normally decrease the accuracy of the Pokemon it hits. In this game, it adds a special status called Whiffer, which essentially makes all of its moves have a perfect failure rate. I think that also affects its basic attack as well. I could be wrong on that. Focus Energy works about the same way it does as before. Let's set Ember. Ooh, Gummy. Eat up. Burn you. And a Flail takes you out. Excellent. Burn the bug. And getting hungry. That means we're at less than 20. We should probably eat this big apple. Alternatively, we could just consume some of our not as necessary berries. So the cherry berry. Because again, eating a berry will increase your hunger by 5. And for some of these items like big apples, it's actually a little better to stockpile them for the dungeons in which you might need them. Besides, we're close to the end of this dungeon anyway. Ooh, stick. A Rostberry. That might be something to snack on, if I can get to it. Actually, while I'm at it, what the message logs say? A Geodude picked it up. So keep on the lookout for that Pokemon. Meanwhile, we have a monster train on us. This could be a problem. You can handle this, right, Cell? Maybe not that one. Could you get out of our way, Nidorina? Ah, crap. Poison point. Good thing we have a Pechaberry. So that will remove the poison. And take care of a bit of hunger, too. Oh, we're at the end of the floor. I believe 8th floor is the last. The Hurl Orb. Hurl's a Pokemon. Hurl Orb is kinda trash. Whee! Literally, all it does is take the Pokemon you're facing, and then push them to another random tile around your Pokemon. It's trash! Oh boy, that means we're at 10 hunger. Maybe eat an Oranberry. Because again, I want to save the Big Apples just so I could sell it. Burn? Okay, I've got 5 uses of Ember left. Let's try to conserve those. Oh cool, the stairs. Ah, there's another floor. Damn it, I misremembered. Geopebble. Always good to have those. And a Pechaberry. Ah, in the end. There we go. Boss time.
Uh-oh, it's a dead end. Excuse me, Mr. Drowsy. Where's my lost item? Could you show me where the item is now?
Sorry, kiddo. Your lost item? It's not here, that's for sure.
Huh? My big brother. My big brother's following us, right? He's coming soon?
Your big brother's not coming. I'll let you in on a little secret. This was all a trick. I deceived you.
Huh?
But let's not dwell on that. There's a little favor I need to ask. See that hole behind you? Well, there's a rumor that there's a trove of thief treasure inside. But as you can see, I'm too big to squirm my way through that hole. That's where you come in. Don't worry, just do as I say. Do that, and I'll help you get back out of there.
But...
Go on, get going. Go into that hole. And don't forget to bring back the treasure.
I want my big brother!
Stop that. Ugh, sheesh. Said that I'd take you home when you're done. If you keep being difficult, it will mean big trouble for you.
Help!
Stop right there! We won't let you do that. Drowsy, you bully. How did you find this place? We're Synapse, an exploration team. No criminal can escape us. Exploration team. You came to apprehend... You trembling. Figured it out. You're an exploration team, sure, but you're rookies. That's right. I'm a wanted Pokemon with a bounty on my head. Can you two do the job? Confront this outlaw and bring him to justice?
Yes, we can. We'd never lose to a bad Pokemon like you.
I've been chased by all sorts of exploration teams in my day, but never a sorrier-looking bunch than you two. This should be a laugh. Let's see if you could take me down. Show me what you got. Our first actual boss fight. Drowsy. This is a relatively easy fight, especially since we've been sandbagging a bit and stocking a few items. This just goes to show that even if you're not great at Pokemon, you could still exceed at these games by, well, having a decent knowledge of what you carry. Case in point. Shit! Well, I'm eating my words. You can't actually go to sleep. This is a problem. This is a really big problem. Eat. Blast Seed. Deals 35 damage to a target. Fairly good. It's a fairly good item to use. You gotta be kidding me. That's 3. 4 uses. Cripes. Ugh. That's the last time I use a sleep seed on a Drowsy.
We're here to rescue you. You okay? You're not hurt, are you? I'm okay.
What a relief.
Your big brother's waiting. Let's go. Okay.
I am Magnezone, the primary officer in this region. Thanks to you, we've been able to arrest a wanted outlaw. We owe you a great thanks for your cooperation. We will send the reward to your guild. Thank you again. Now come with us. Ugh.
Azurill! Meryl! It was so scary. You okay, Azurill? Azurill? Are you hurt?
It's fine. The little guy's not hurt.
Really?
That's a relief.
I'm truly happy for you two. You did all this for us? We won't forget what you did. Thank you. Come on, you two. Yep. Thank you so much. Thank you for rescuing me. Really, thank you.
And for clearing this particular chapter, we get an extra 8 items to add to the bag. Well, item slots. At that, we also gain our first mystery episode, Bidoof's Wish. As we progress in the story and do more and more things, these special episodes unlock. Just like the chapters of the main game, they are their own self-contained stories and experiences where you get to play as those specific Pokemon for a few dungeons and experience a little side story.
I've gotten the bounty from Officer Magnezone for the captured outlaw. Well done, you two. Here's your share of the job. Yours to keep.
So, 300 Poke.
That's it? We almost died. After all our efforts. But of course, it's all part of the training. We expect just as much with tomorrow's effort. It'd be nice if they gave us a slightly bigger share of the reward. But that's alright. We at least rescued Azurill. And it's all thanks to you. Because you had that dream. We learned about Azurill's trouble in advance. It's true. I can't explain it, but that first shout I heard from Azurill. And that dream I had. Both of those events, they took place in the future. Why was I able to see something like that? What was that dream about? Uh-oh, my stomach. Your stomach too, huh? Guess we must be famished. We were so focused on rescuing Azurill and almost dying, I didn't notice. Now I'm even hungrier. Let's go get dinner. That lightning's intense. Looks like it's really stormy tonight. That reminds me. You know the night before we met, Casey? It was storming that night. I found you out cold on the beach the day after that storm. Do you remember anything about being there? Anything at all? I wonder. There was a storm, but I don't know how it got there. Nothing. Figures it wouldn't be that easy. That's fine. Just remember bits and pieces at a time. We need to get up early again tomorrow. Let's get some sleep.
Though at that, I should also end today's stream. We're definitely over time by about half an hour. So, to everyone who dropped by, thank you so much. I appreciate the support I get with these streams. Tune in next week, Saturdays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard to noon, for random games. Usually I'm playing whatever I feel like it, but sometimes, like the next week, I get a suggestion, and usually I give that some extra special attention. Be careful about what you recommend, though, because I tend to do a lot of research, and I'm very selective about what I pick and choose to play. If it looks like a scam, I'm probably not going to play it. Just on note. Otherwise, tune in Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard to 10, for not just the Vault White Nuzlocke, which will probably be ending soon considering my luck with Lenora, but also for this project, which is going to be an interim, if not going to replace the Nuzlocke after the failed attempt. If at any point you want to catch up with these streams, don't worry, they stay up on Twitch for a couple weeks, and then get ported off to a YouTube channel, Sage Blake, which also chunks them down into easier to digest chunks, anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes apiece, and sometimes with some extra commentary, too. At that, feel free to tune in there for dedicated Sonic and Amateur Games Expo after coverage. There's a weekly video that goes up that specifically covers one of the entries. Let's see, other things to mention. We have our dedicated Discord. There's a link on the Twitch page. Otherwise, just type in !Discord at any point in the Twitch chat room, and you can get a straight link to there. That's usually one of the best places to keep in contact with me, but otherwise, I do have a standard Twitter account and listen to not just emails, but also DMs too. I'm also part of several other Discord servers, such as those for streamers like the aforementioned Tianos, as well as Mega G Wolf, actually. And I'm also part of the Discords for SFGHQ and certain indie games like Shield Cat and Havoc Fox. As a final couple items to mention, I do draw and write in my spare time. Feel free to check out some of the things I've been doing on DeviantArt. Sage of Magi tends to be the name that I follow it for most social media things. And lastly, check out the card game that I've been making. It's a free mod for Tabletop Simulator. It goes by the name Rick Hen's Memoria, or Project Remem.
Say, Casey, are you still awake? I've been thinking about it since it happened. That dream you had. Maybe it has something to do with you personally. I can't quite say why, but I don't know any other Charmander who dream about the future. I've never heard of a human suddenly turning into a Pokemon either. Maybe the two events are connected. That's the feeling I get. This key to unlocking my memory in that dream? But even if that's true, how does it relate to anything else? I don't know what you were like as a human, but you must have been a good person. After all, it was that dream that helped us catch that bad Pokemon. That reminds me of what Chatot said. The growing number of bad Pokemon has been caused by time going out of control. You know, time getting messed up bit by bit all over the world. No one seems to know why. But everyone believes the time gears are somehow involved. Time gears? They say time gears are hidden in secret places around the world. Like in a forest. Or a lake at an underground cavern. I've even heard there's a hidden altar inside a volcano. At the center of those places is a time gear. They serve a very important function, protecting the time and the flow of time in an area. When an area loses their time gear, supposedly. While I don't know the answer to the question exactly, supposedly, time comes to a standstill. That's why everyone makes sure never to disturb them. Everyone has long been curious. Everyone has long been certain that some type of disaster would strike if all of them were to be removed. So everyone stays away from them and tries not to tamper with them. Even the most hardened criminals know to avoid messing with them.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or is this a time gear? This is only the first of many, though. So, with all things settled and done, I think it's about time I return to my void and call it for the night. Again, to everyone who's dropped by, thank you so much. Have a nice night. Stay safe. Till again. Talakit na.